Well, cool. Well, this will be a first in a series of the things in the life of Bob. So when I started uh, getting into my adventures, I got to give you a background first of all of my father. So to know the fear of a young boy that gets into the trouble that I've got myself into, you have to know the fear my father would install in you. Jimmy Beard is the type of father that when you say my father can beat up your father, oh, my father could beat up your father. And he may have. If you grew up in Turner's Falls, my father probably could have beat up your father. It probably may have happened. So I've always seemed to get myself into situations that were unbelievable. One that comes to mind is my father, Jimmy Beard, scary man, had a big white Cadillac. And now this is in 1968 when they came out with fluorescent paint, orange and green. They had them in spray cans, and it was a new color, never been before. I found a can of that in my father's Cadillac when he was off at work. So, me being me, I took the can out, saw the color on the lid, and thought, oh, I got to see what this looks like. So I'm outside of his car. I got the door open, and I try to shoot it onto the driveway so I can see the color. It squirts right onto the Cadillac. The door of the Cadillac is sprayed with orange paint. White Cadillac. Jimmy Beard, my father, is going to kill me. I'm going to be dead. I go into a panic. My neighbor Stig, I run over and I'm like, Stig, I find paint remover in the garage. I put paint remover on it. It starts to work. I thought, oh, and then it starts to bubble. The paint on the door is bubbling off. Now I'm freaking out. I run into the garage. I find white paint. Swear to God, house paint. I'm going to die if I don't fix this. I get the bubbles off. I start putting, now I'm 10 years old. I start putting with a brush white paint on the door. And it's horrible. By this time, one of my five sisters comes home and sees what I've got myself into. And they're like, oh no, Bobby's gonna die. We like Bobby, we don't want him to die. So they brought the car down to their friend's garage to get painted. Now time is ticking. The old man is gonna be coming home. This car has to be painted, and it did. They got the car painted. It cost $146. I probably still owe the money to all my sisters. This is the story, the part that is so unbelievable. As they're bringing the car into the driveway with the new paint job on the door, my old man is pulling in from the other direction. And he says to my sister, what are you doing in my car? And she said, I'm just moving it so Bobby can play basketball. So this Bobby playing basketball leads to the next story, which, if you're interested, is when I drive my sister's car through the garage doors up to the windshield. That's a whole story for another time. So these are stories of Bobby's life back in 1968, and I made it. I'm still here. And the stories keep coming. I got a lot of them.
Good job.
Thank you.